As somebody that never wants to be put in a box, I would describe myself only as one thing, and that's a creative. I oftentimes have to say that I'm an artist, or I have to say I'm a designer or a photographer, but at the end of the day, I'm just a creative. For me, what drives me is the desire to create, and I don't see any other way for me. I have to create.
I first realized that I was creative at a very early age. I would look at music videos or magazines, draw a lot of what I saw and added my own interpretation, and I knew that I wanted to be a fashion designer when I was in elementary school.
I remember as a child spending lots of time with my mother, working on arts and crafts like ceramics and sewing and everything else. I would say what gets us going and inspired are our moods.
We design off of true natural feeling, what we're going through, what the world's going through.
The feeling of joy and just wanting to create more, really.
It's definitely a big diary here and there, so you're just putting so much of yourself out there. It's special, I would say.
The challenge I always put on myself is to try to create work that nobody else can make and nobody else is making. I try to ask questions that nobody else is asking, and I try to focus on things that nobody else is focusing on. I think in our world today, there's a lot of things that get sensationalized, that get romanticized. There's a lot of things that get overlooked when you do that. And so I try to tap into, whether it's a subculture, whether it's a culture, whether it's oppressed people, whether it's a place, and I try to really create an intellectual dialogue with me in that place or face and come up with something as a result of that. You can walk around my house and see a myriad of different things from different collaborations I've done, books that I've read that inform the work that I'm trying to create, and it's kind of a snapshot of what's in my brain. So when you look at my work, it may seem like it's all over the place and it's all very different, but with things like the wallpaper, I dug back into my past and I pulled from my history with passenger trains, and I took the designs from the seat patterns and then I turned those into wallpaper. With all of these different elements, they bridge something from my past into something into my future.
I love when I see other people wearing no Cecil, whether it's just a t-shirt or a one-off piece that was specially made for that person. It means a lot. What's provocative about my approach to fashion is that there are no rules and no limits, and to do whatever you want and not listen to anyone when it comes to what something should be like.
The differences of how we start to create is inspiring, because I think, you're supposed to take and learn from each other.
We just always push each other to go really far and to the next level and to create beautiful things.
It's the balance of the personalities, the skill sets, ideas. Yeah, what I lack in, she is better at, and she can help me, and vice versa. And it's kind of a lovely yin and yang going on. Pierre and I's differences equal up just to a better and stronger brand. It works out perfectly.
I don't do anything alone, I can't do anything alone, and I don't want to do anything alone. Everything I do is collaborative. Everything I do brings in other people. For me, what's important is empowering others and hearing the voices of others. So when you look at my work, it's oftentimes an amplification of other people around me. It's an amplification of the collaboration I have with those other people. And obviously it all flows through the lens of me as an artist or as a creative, but at the end of the day, it's really never about me.